Today we're going to be looking at all the rumors we have for the LEGO Star Wars Summer 2022 wave, and I'll also be predicting the other sets that we haven't seen yet. Hey guys, so obviously a few days ago now we got a lot of rumors for sets which are coming later on in the year in Summer 2022, but that isn't all of them. This video will go over the sets releasing in June, August, September, and also a bit later than that. But we're going to be touching on every set number we know and trying to predict the ones that we don't know, because we only know about half. But yeah, so there are 3 sets in June, a lot of sets in August, 1 in September, and 1 we don't really know, so we're going to be getting into all of that now. The first set we're going to look at is set 75325, which is an unknown Book of Boba Fett set with 411 pieces retailing for $60 US and coming out June 1st. We also know that it will have 4 minifigures in the set. Now, we don't know what this is, but I think it's widely agreed upon that this is the Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter. So yeah, I don't think anyone's actually arguing with that, but that one is the one that makes the most sense for the price. The piece count ends up working out. As for like the 4 minifigures, you could obviously have Mando, Palimoto, and I guess some of the droids could count as minifigures. Also, I think that the BD droid mold would be included in the set, as we are going to be getting one anyways, and I think that LEGO would like to put their new mold in as much sets as possible. So yeah, I definitely think that this is Mando's N1 Starfighter, and even if it isn't, we are definitely getting it either way, probably as a tie-in set for Mandalorian Season 3. Next up is set 75339 for $90 and coming out June 1st. It's like the May 1st / June 1st dilemma, but yeah, we don't really know anything else about the set. I presume that this is an Obi-Wan Kenobi set. It could be a lot of things, but I think that makes the most sense. As for what it is specifically, obviously we haven't seen much, as like by the time I filmed this, the trailer hasn't came out. But from that sizzle reel, I want to say that the Inquisitor ship makes a bit of sense. I could definitely see that one for $90. There is also set 75342, which is a $40 set, and I could guess that that's also an Obi-Wan set. I presume that this mini wave is for like the shows. It could also be like a Bad Batch set. We don't really know when that's releasing, but that could make a lot of sense. But I presume that this June wave is just for like some of those, Disney Plus shows. So maybe one of them is a Bad Batch Season 2 set, but I presume that that's where the Justifier comes in, which we'll get into soon. But yeah, I think that this could be another Obi-Wan set, probably like a Tatooine based thing, like Obi-Wan's hut or something like that. Maybe if we're lucky we could even get a Lars Homestead set, but I kinda doubt that. But it would make sense, like if they're gonna release one at any time, now's probably the time. It wouldn't be a New Hope base, but still, why not? Moving on now to the August sets, we have set 75323 Cad Bane ship with 1022 pieces retailing for $160 and releasing on August 1st. So we don't know much about this. We don't even know the exact ship it will be, though it is presumably the Justifier. If it's going to be any of them, it will definitely be that one based on the Bad Batch. Cad Bane will be included in the set, and I presume at $160 any figure that we could get, we probably will get. So definitely a Todo 360, probably a mold for that one. Fennec Shan, probably hopefully with a helmet as well. Omega for the first time is definitely likely, and then maybe even Torn Away, who is actually coming in another set. But yeah, like that's 5 figures, $160. I could see them doing like only 4, but still, like if it's $160, you might as well put like 6 in, but I don't know how much you could get in there. Up next is the 75332 4 plus ATST with 87 pieces retailing for $30 USD. Now obviously this is a 4 plus set, so I wouldn't expect much, but this is likely going to be based on the normal ATST and not the Hoth one, so probably Endor based I presume. I guess that this will probably come with like Chewbacca, an ATST pilot, maybe like an Ewok I could see LEGO putting in there, considering that that's like a more child friendly character selection, and maybe like also like a Stormtrooper or Scout Trooper or something like that. But like an Endor based figure selection would be really cool for the set. Exclusive minifigures, possibly, but I do kind of doubt it. Our first Attack of the Clone set is the 75333 Jedi Starfighter with 282 pieces retailing for $30. Now this is based on Attack of the Clones, we know that now. It will be Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter, and it will include a Torn Away minifigure, our first LEGO Kaminoan, which is incredible. It's been 23 years now, so that's great. I could again also see it in the Justifier. But yeah, it's really great. For other figures, I presume just Obi-Wan and R4, like, you can't really have anything else. Maybe even, like, the robed Obi-Wan that we've seen in the Skywalker Saga. I know that
Obviously Lego didn't probably give them that, but like still we could maybe see the printed robes. Again, I kind of doubt it, but like it would make sense to print them if you're going to have them sit in a ship. So yeah, if it's going to appear in any set, it's probably going to be there. Just a little thing that I'll put out there, but this set is definitely going to be cool at such a cheap price. 75334 is a set which we don't know what it is, but we do know that it comes with 408 pieces and retails for $50. Now, a lot of people have been speculating that this is a recolor of the Slave 1 being Jango Fett's Slave 1, but like, you know, we know the piece count's 408. Boba Fett's starship had 593, so I have no idea how they would get it down that much, so it's definitely not the Slave 1, sadly. For what else it could be, it fits for the Republic fighter tank. We're meant to be getting an update of that soon, but yeah, I presume that that's where that would come in, if anything. But if that rumor is fake, then, well, there's a lot of things that this could be for $50. Probably as well could be like a separatist vehicle based on Geonosis, because from what we've seen so far, there isn't much in there for representation for the separatists. So, you know, like a homing spider droid, maybe with something like a Geonosian starfighter, I don't know, just an idea, but like something like that, with like a corporate alliance tank droid or something, just something Geonosis based, probably separatist. Our buildable droid of the year will be BD1 from Jedi Fallen Order. This will come with 1062 pieces and retail for $100 and it will actually include a molded piece of BD1 as like the minifigure thing on the stand like all the other droid sets. Now this is probably going to release alongside the untitled sequel to the game, which is meant to release this year. So again, it may not be August, but it is listed as August, so I presume that it will come out then, but I'm just saying like maybe expected to come out like September, October, just depending on when the game comes out, which I mean, I believe the original Jedi Fallen Order came out in November, so if it does come out then maybe we get a delayed BD1. I'm just putting that out there, but still the set does sound really cool and it will be a great addition to, of course, the droid buildable line. Now 75336 will have 924 pieces and retail for $100 and it's meant to be an ATT. Now I do say meant to because basically they know that the ATT is coming. They don't know the exact set number it's attached to, but this one does fit the bill for what it would be. It's meant to look similar to the 2013 one and also probably come with a small dwarf spider droid. As for the minifigures though, we don't know. Set 75337 will have 1082 pieces and retail for $140. Now we have never actually had an ATT come out without a Republic gunship. So yes, I do think it's going to be a Republic gunship. I think that everyone thinks that it will be. Is that wishful thinking? Maybe, but it does actually make sense for the first time. Like, I'm kind of a bit hesitant to predict a gunship, but here it does actually make sense, and I guess that it doesn't, well, like the UCS gunship doesn't actually stop it. Like, for example, there is a Playscale AT-80 as well as the UCS AT-80 on shelves, so there can of course be a Playscale gunship and a UCS gunship on shelves. Nothing is stopping LEGO. Now, if LEGO is doing a 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones wave, which it does seem like they are, it doesn't make any sense to do it without the gunship, which I'd argue is the most iconic vehicle from that film. Maybe the Jedi Starfighter is more, I don't know, but I'd say the gunship is the most iconic. So yeah, if they are doing a 20th anniversary wave, which they are, they definitely would have a gunship in there. Now 75338 will be $70 and we don't know the piece count or anything. I believe that because of the lack of stuff we know, I think that this will be a store exclusive set, so make of that what you will, but really I don't really know what this could be. I think that Andor hasn't been predicted as a set yet, so this is probably going to be an Andor set. A U-Wing fits here, like the last one was 80, they could still do one for 70, include all the figures in there, plus I guess unless there is a character like that, they wouldn't have to have like the unique molds for Bistan and stuff, so maybe it would be $70, right? So I definitely think that that fits in here. It would be kind of weird though if the only set for Andor so far would be a store exclusive, but I guess they have kind of done that before, like the Razor Crest. So yeah, it does actually make a bit of sense, so wouldn't surprise me if this is an Andor set, a U-Wing or something else. Now 75340 will be the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar with 329 pieces, and now of course they have upped the price from $40 to $45, and this is of course coming out September 1st. Now we don't know much about the builds, the only thing we know is the Christmas figures and another figure coming, so it's not Santa Boba sadly, it is actually a Christmas C-3PO and Christmas R2-D2 as well as a Hoth Luke. So those are going to be the things coming. It's basically like the 2015 one, which had the Christmas C-3PO and R2. So kind of disappointing that it's not a Santa Boba, but I'm sure we'll get a Santa Boba sometime. As for like the builds of it, I presume like something, well, it's going to be kind of based on like the shows, probably like not really a Mandalorian based one, probably like Book of Boba Fett, Kenobi, Andor, whatever's like that. But I don't think it'll be limited to a specific thing. Now the ones that I haven't talked about yet is set 75331, which will cost $530. Now obviously this will be a direct-to-consumer set, meaning that it will of course be exclusively sold to the LEGO store first, so it's harder to get info on it, that's why we don't know like a piece count or anything. But obviously from patterns, it's probably going to be an MBS set, or a Master Builder Series set, because in 2018 we had Betrayal at Cloud City, in 2020 we had the Mos Eisley Cantina, and then in 2022 we presumably have another one. Now a lot of people have said that it's either one of two things, being a Geonosis Arena to go with all the other sets, which does arguably make a lot of sense, or an indoor set. Now the reason for the indoor set is basically we got an Empire Strikes Back one and a New Hope one, so obviously a Return of the Jedi one's next. But I think that there's one that makes more sense than any of these, specifically from the price, which is a remake of the, I guess, playset Death Star. Now this one does, of course, classify as MBS because it's more of a big playset, but obviously the 2016 one just retired, and kind of what they did with the 2008 one is after that retired, they basically brung the 2016 one in like right after, so it does make a lot of sense to do that here. Plus, the original one was $400, then the 2016 one was $500, which was actually not a justified price increase, so LEGO isn't going to do another $100, instead they'll just do $30, and when you inflate the $400 from 2008 to, of course, what it would be now, it is around $530. So yeah, I think that it will be this. Why have they changed it? Probably there are a few things that aren't right. For example, the Stormtrooper helmet, maybe they want to add a few more things, but still, there's like a lot of stuff like the new hood piece, for example, just a few little stuff like that. So I presume that it will be very similar to the 2016 one, with just a few minor changes here and there. And that's it for all of these summer 2022 rumors we know so far, as well as my final predictions. This is not the last video I will be doing on this topic. By that I kind of more mean like these long videos, these long recap kind of ones. I will definitely be doing more, specifically like when we know kind of what the other sets are that we don't actually know what they are yet. I'll probably be doing a full video on that, kind of like this one, pretty much, because honestly I really like doing these videos. They're cool, and it's just nice to see all of the stuff that will be coming, and then doing a little bit of predicting is always a lot of fun. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. What set are you the most excited for? However, yeah, that'll be all for today. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. That'll be all, folks. Goodbye.